Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On the set.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Mustang 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Play action. Now Richardson. Now the Raiders have got him. That's Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points.
It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long.
Now a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Richardson back to throw it. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Touchdown! Michael Pittman. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come 19! Come 19! Go!
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Quiddy Pay able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Check smash. Check smash. 79 Broncos. 19 Tiger. 19 Hustle. Hustle. Hustle.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Tempo. Panther 60. Bronco 80. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Take it at the 37. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 63 yards on the punt return score. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw here. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Richardson off the play fake. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch it.
Gay now set to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw here. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Cougar 19.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
65 cat, 65 cat. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
2nd and long. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Ready. 19 Lion. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Got it. Ready? 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
18, find it. 65 cat. 65 cat. Buffalo 18.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Down the left sideline. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 20. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Richardson. They'll roll him out right. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
7 Pirates.
Here's Richardson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Gay's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round one of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
70 Timberwolves. Roll, roll, roll.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Let's go
now it's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, it's Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. On the draw is Taylor. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready?
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Richardson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Gay knocks this one through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
19 Lions. Dragon 60. Come 19. Come 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready, right?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just and now it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Cardinal, 18 Buffalo, 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Richardson off the play fake. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points, and my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Ready.
They go play action with Richardson.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 16-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Richardson to the air on first down. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Richardson on 2nd and 10.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On third down, here's Richardson. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60, ready?
A give for Taylor running right side.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but just...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
On the set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, come on.
2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
79 Broncos. 470. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They'll run it here with Pierce. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.
Good job. Yes, sir. It's a good one now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.